Gosh, it is such a beautiful day out today. Spring is definitely in the air, and that beautiful smell of dogwood trees is out. Not gonna lie, I don't like the smell of dogwoods. But anyway, that's not the point. What's up, you guys? Chet Guthrie with What the Chet here, coming to you all with another crazy vlog. And today, you guys, as I am out here, it's really beautiful. It's really peaceful. Got to go to work here in a few minutes. But I want to show you something that I got on my birthday. Something that I think I was meant to have this. And that is this sailboat right here. Now, why I say I think I was meant to have it is I was out at my other job door dashing. I was doing my nightly runs, and I passed this on the side of the road. Now, at the time, it got me excited because for about 3 years, and if you go back on my main channel, Dream Poet, you all will see that for about 3 years I lived on a sailboat. I mean, it was a beautiful time. I lived on at a marina, and it was all, I mean, like, you could never have a bad day up, like, except for maybe during like the fall when it rained like every single day in Florida. Well, I mean, it does that in Florida anyway, but it's just like it's cold. It's also hurricane weather, but that's not the point. But anyway, you guys, I drove past this boat. I got really excited because when I lived in Florida, I had the other boat, and I thought, you know, I probably can't afford it. It's probably too expensive. But when I got up to the sign, I found out it was actually about half of what it's actually worth. And the story was that the guy who had this boat before me, he sold his shed and the property with it. I think he just sold the shed though. He was trying to get rid of the boats that he had. He had another one, a Catalina 22, that was a liveaboard. And anyway, I called him up, and of all things, I get a, "Hey, Chester," which strangely enough, yeah, I mean, he could have done it on caller ID, but come to find out, the guy who owned this boat before me, he lived right next to my grandfather. He also did some work for my grandfather as well. And he also knew my dad. So anyway, that got things started. That got the conversation going. And so anyway, I made the deal with him. And well, I got myself a McGregor 22. But from there, I sent a text message to my friend Ben. Ben, if you have seen my videos in the very beginning, he was the one who went to Florida with me to chat, you know, to find the boat or the apartment of my dreams, to live a dream of living in Florida. Well, I send the picture of this boat. Ben sends me a text saying, "Hey, you're not going to believe this." And well, I was like, well, I mean, I got this boat on my birthday. I got it for a really good price. You know, what more could be unbelievable? Well, Ben calls me, and the same guy who I made the deal with says, "Hey, Chet. Hey, man, what's up?" And so, yeah. So, long story short, he knew several, the guy I bought this boat from knew several of my friends. Talk about an absolute small world. So that's why I say I definitely think that I was meant to have this boat. Now you all might be curious, what is the name of this boat, this McGregor 22? Well, here's the name right here. Yaunt to. Like, you want to, yaunt to. Yeah. Pretty clever. I don't know, maybe one day I'll change the name, but I know that's in sailing, in the sailing world, that's a major no-no. You don't change the name of a vessel. But I don't know, maybe I do like Yaunt too. So anyway, you guys, we're gonna get on top of the boat and we're gonna take a look at the or not so much the V-berth. The V-berth and the galley are kind of mixed or intertwined. I mean, this boat's a racer. Like, it's supposed to be like a day sailor. And I mean, that's all I really need. By the way, Dad's heading out now. So anyway, I'm gonna get in here and I want to see what's on the inside of it. I mean, I've already seen it before, but I kind of want to take a look at the sails before I do anything. So here we go. Hopefully I can get up here without an issue. Hopefully. Oh, there we go. But yeah, one thing that I like is I do like that it has the rails. I mean, I do like that. I mean, this is a nice boat. And I don't know, like I said, that's kind of why I feel like it was meant for me. Now I would go a little bit further, but half this boat is only like the weight of the sailboat. That is the only thing that's on the trailer by itself. But anyway, this comes off. If I can get it to come off. We'll put this, put that right there. And we'll also do the same thing with the doorway. I really cannot wait to get this boat on the river. Like, I'm very excited just because this time around I can actually learn how to sail. When I lived in Florida, either the people that I hung around with didn't know a thing about sailing, or the ones who did were some of the older folks. And anyway, I don't know, I always was made to feel like I couldn't even mess around with my own boat. But anyway, now we are in. Like when I say the galley and the V-berth, they are they're kind of the same. It does have a light, which is the cool excuse me, it's the cool part. It's got a life raft. I mean, this boat has everything, and I like the fact that it does have the diesel smell to it, or maybe the smell of the sea. Although this is what was done with the windows. But then again, I mean, I guess I can kind of see why they did it. I mean, it definitely beats having to pull them out and reseal them every so often. Okay, right here we've got boom. Boom is what connects the mainsail. Kind of gives you your direction where the wind is going. Thing's about, I don't know, 6 feet long. That's pretty darn big. But, okay then. Of course, we've got the sail, or sails I should say. Okay, there's the rudder. I think maybe the next thing that we should pull out is the rudder. Take a look and see what this rudder is all about. Now, what my friend Zach was telling me about, actually, you know what? I'll just get this out first. Comes with a stove, a propane stove. Although, I don't know, looks like it hooks up. It's a small propane one, although I don't think it was, I don't know that Zach knew that was down there. Maybe I'll call him up and get back to him. Anyway, let's take a look rudder. I like how the wiring just seems to catch on everything. Oh, now that's nice. That's really nice. Now I might just go ahead and, once I'm done looking around, I think I'll go ahead and put the rudder in just because I'm curious to see what it looks like with the rudder. But now I'm going to take out these sails just so I can get an idea of what the galley and the V-berth look like. You know, this is actually a pretty nice little area down here. Of course, that came with the boat. Here are the life vests and a paddle. Nice. Just in case if I get stuck, that would not be good. And oh wow, sorry, I just like it. It's cool. You know, it makes me feel right at home. Although, I mean, it's definitely smaller than my Sophia Shiloh. But hey, I'm not complaining. Start of a new adventure. And looks like we've got this for the winch, so we've definitely got that. And now I don't think that because I think that's that's mostly just one big sail. But then again, I don't think one this size really needs another sail. But I'm not too sure. Probably it might, but we'll get there when we get there. Got some nice rope. And there's a lot of nice stuff in there. Thank you, Zach. Yeah, well, this is awesome. I'm kind of curious to see how much farther back it's like going into the V-berth. Well, we definitely have a couple of spiders. That's going to be fun cleaning out. Looks like, yeah, a little bit of spider dew here and there. I mean, but I'm not complaining. Now I was told that there is a solar light that is in here, but I don't think that's working at the moment. But there's a little bit of water coming in, but I mean, from what I'm looking, it looks like that's an easy fix. One of the things that just wore me out about my Sophia Shiloh, my Cal 29, is that, I mean, the water would just leak in every single day. Like, man, no matter how hard I sealed the windows, no matter how hard I fixed it or tried to fix it, like, water would always make its way into the the galley, and it just kind of wore me out more or less. But I like this. I like this. Yontu. Maybe that's what I can turn in. Yontu. Like, almost like a Star Wars kind of character. Almost, sort of deal, maybe. Don't know yet. Okay. Now let's check out the rudder. Let's see what that looks like. Thing weighed a freaking ton. But I mean, it's already kind of super heavy. So let's see what this rudder looks like with it on. Okay, so the rudder Well, it is supposed to go right in there, but obviously so I'm guessing it probably have to put it in the water before we go any further with that, but this is really cool. Now to wait until we take it onto the river and sail it, and from future adventures from there. Now I'm only posting this one sailboat video to What the Chet. All the other adventures that I will be having will be posted to the main channel. But anyway, you guys, just I love this. This is so awesome. I have a boat again. But anyway, you guys, remember, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon. Always means a lot. Goes to show that y'all care and that y'all want to see more awesome videos. So without further ado, you guys, this vlog is over.